Our good friend John Kent at Kent's Firestone, Batesville, Arkansas. Sir, how are you?
Welcome to Batesville, David.
Thank you, sir. I enjoy
short
coming to
trip
Batesville.
from Newport.
Yes.
But it's a pleasure to look out over the valley and see the river and
That's correct.
know that we're sending all that water to you. And
when it rains,
but there's hardly any water in the river right now.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right.
There's probably going to be some come tomorrow.
Yeah, let it rain.
Yeah, right.
Just let it rain. I want to talk weather forecast.
Well, no, I want to say this first.
Okay.
It's December.
Yes, sir.
And before we forget it, we want to say Merry Christmas to all our customers, because by the time I see you again, you will have already brought me my Christmas present.
This is correct.
Yeah, right.
This is correct.
But I'm not anticipating anything large.
Okay.
You know, Cadillac Coupe de Ville would be all right.
Would that be all right?
Yeah.
That'd be a big one.
We've had a little weather.
Yes, sir.
We've had a little snow.
We have.
And we've had, well, actually, Newport, you got more than we did in Batesville.
Well, you know, the morning you called me, we hadn't had any, zero, not a flake, and you were bragging about your big snowfall, and anyway, and then I did call you back that afternoon and left a message, and that afternoon we got bombarded.
Yeah.
We got bombarded. I thought, here it is, my good friend John Kent, he gets all the snow up there, and we don't get anything, but you were bragging about 2 of 7.
2 of 7.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Well, as I said last month,
Yes, sir.
we count the fogs in August.
Yes, sir.
We had 7.
Yeah.
And we count the winter events, and
right.
we've had 2. So we have 5 to go. So, hey, you know, if it means 5 to go, there may be some tires that need to be replaced.
Should be.
In order to be sure that you're safe on that. You know, they predicted that to come.
That's correct.
And for 2 days before they predicted it, I couldn't hardly count the tires we were putting on.
Is that right? Well, that's just what we do. We wait till the last minute. That's what we do. We just wait.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
I mean, but we have them, folks, you know. Hey, you know, we've got some buy 3, get 1 free deals going on. It used to be just on the Fusion line, but now I've got Bridgestone, I've got Firestone, I've got some best top-of-the-line Bridgestone.
Right.
1 set left of the Drive Guard, which is the run flat tire back here. I usually have the arrow, but I decorated for Christmas, so I have a bow now. And that bow will not cause that tire to go flat.
No, it will not, will it?
Yeah. So, don't hesitate to bring your car in, and let's make sure it's ready for that bad weather that's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. And if it starts that early, you know, if it hits us in November, December, February, March,
When the weather comes.
when the weather comes, you know. So, and we're just going to dodge a bullet this weekend because the cold air moved out, some warm air. You know, I went to bed last night, it was 28 degrees, and Batesville got up this morning, it was 49.
That's correct. Warmed up, didn't it?
It
Overnight.
warmed up, but we've got a big rain event on the way. If that temperature had held, we'd be shoveling snow this time.
Well, we'd said 7 less than 3, we'd had 4 events left.
We would have.
But we still have 5, and we're looking forward to
all
those
right.
5.
We're all right. We're all right. But we want to get those cars in shape and ready to go. I had a story to tell you today. I usually tell you my stories beforehand. But ladies that are watching this, you know how us men poo-poo you whenever you say, I got something wrong with my car,
Right.
and you don't pay attention. Well, a woman went in and said, my car won't start. I think there's water in the carburetor. And her husband looked up and said, water in the carburetor? Said, oh, good grief, woman. She said, no, really. My car won't start. And I think there's water in the carburetor. He looked up again and he said, you don't even know what a carburetor is. How would you know there's water in the carburetor? Where's the car? She said, it's in the swimming pool.
I think there's water
in the carburetor. Now, my point of that, ladies, is that when you come into Kent's Firestone and you say, my car's making a noise, and my car's doing this, that, and the other, we listen to you.
Absolutely.
And we ask you the questions that are necessary. And if necessary, we go for a ride with you in the car so you can point the noise out to us. Sometimes it's real obvious and we can find it. Sometimes you women, you hear things better than
Than
the
we do.
men do.
Absolutely.
That's right. So you can have a noise, and the other thing is, you drive that car all the time, and you know what it sounds like. So when it changes,
Sure.
there's something different
You know
there.
something's wrong.
But a lot of places that the ladies go, they say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Kind of like the husband in the swimming pool. So
That's right.
that car would not start.
Water in the carburetor.
Water in the carburetor.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
everything else. But we want to help you out in any way we can. And I would say over half of our daily clientele are women anymore. And you call us on the phone and you ask us questions, and we do the best we can to help you over the phone, but it's almost always impossible to do that. So we want you to bring it down. And in most cases, other than if we have to hook up to the electronics, there's no charge for looking at it,
Right.
checking it, going for a ride with you, having a tech look it over. So what I'm saying is, with the bad weather coming and the cold temperatures here, that car may be making a little different sound starting than it's been making.
Right.
So as a result, you're probably going to have a battery, or there may be something else going on. So we need to check it out for you, get it ready for the cold winter. Every time a car is in the shop now for oil changes, the techs are measuring the antifreeze level, telling us what degree you are above or below zero. We're putting it right on the ticket for you so that you have the peace of mind knowing when you wake up and it's 15 degrees outside, that when you go out to go to work, your car's still going to stop. It's not frozen up.
As long as it doesn't have water in the carburetor.
Water in the carburetor. If it gets 15 degrees and stays that way long enough, it won't go in the pool.
No,
will it?
I start saying it now has ice in the carburetor.
It has ice in the carburetor. That's right. That's right. Now, we know Christmas is coming up. Christmas is a burden on the cash flow. So, if you need repairs, if you need the tires, what's our motto, David?
We're going to drive away
with time to pay.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
And we do that.
And we do that. That's right. So on the full lineup of Bridgestone, Firestone, Hercules, I even bought some Dick CPEC all-terrains that I've got on a special. They're 315, 70, 17s
Big tires.
at $179.95 a piece.
Wow.
Fellas trying to get to the Duckwoods?
Yeah.
That's a
Time to
deal.
look at those. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I snapped those up real quick.
Yeah.
So,
generally $300.
Yeah.
Get you-
Oh, they're over $300.
Yeah, absolutely.
So get you ready for the Duckwoods, because there may be a guy or two watching this, you know, we hope. Now that you're world famous on YouTube and Facebook and all of this.
And you too, my friend.
And well, now I'm going to send him a bill now for my celebrity.
That's exactly right. Bringing audiences into the television channel.
You're going to have to pay me
That's
to
exactly
do these
right.
spots.
That's exactly right. You're making me look good.
Oh, I am.
I know it.
I know. We're getting a lot of people that are watching that, responding to it. But I think you and I may have talked about a way to even get it out further this morning.
Yeah, we'll see.
We're always working on getting better, right?
Absolutely.
We've been here 58 years. Not a day goes by I don't work on trying to learn something new or get better.
Well, you got to learn how to do this, and you guys are close. You guys are getting close.
We're working.
You're working hard to be able to service those. And you know, if you provide that good service like you have been, eventually you'll get it right. So,
Now, also want to remind you, ladies, that we have our gas station right next door to the tire store. Non-ethanol gas, makes your car run better, makes it start better, and gets you better gas mileage with full service. You don't have to get out and pump your gas.
That's right.
They're going to clean your windows.
It's a lost art in this country. A lost art.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lost art. They do it right here.
Come out and visit with you.
Yep.
Look under your hood. Check your tires if they need to be checked. And if you need aired up, they bring you up here to the air machine and put them at the right pressure. And there's a lot of them out there that need to be aired up right now.
How much do y'all charge for the free air?
Well, David, for you, it's $15. Everybody else,
It's free.
It's free.
Free air is free.
Yeah. See, I have a camera.
I'd pay $15 for some of your free air. I sure would.
I have a camera on it out there, and when he comes up to get air, it shuts off.
Please insert $15.
Back, we had a cold snap.
Yes, sir.
Then it warmed up
Yes,
and
sir.
got really warm. There were so many people using the air machine that it overheated.
Really?
And I had to shut it down for a while and let it cool off.
Is that right?
And that's the truth.
Really?
We thought, oh my Lord, you know, it's been out there 3 years now. I said, it's broke. I'm going to have to buy another one of these. No, it just needs to cool off.
I bet.
Tech came out and fell to the side of it before we took the panel off. He said, it's hot.
Just let it
I said,
cool down.
let's let it cool down. So I put a little out of order sign on it for a little bit. About an hour, it cooled down. It's just been pumping
That's
ever since.
unreal.
But there were so many people using it that it overheated. We never had that happen before. But that's a free service for you. It's on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right at the front door. Pull up, set the air you want in the tire, put it on your valve stem, and when it goes ding, ding, ding,
You're finished.
Put your cap back on, go to the next tire.
Yes, sir.
So, and we try to, when you come in, we'll assist you with using it, but we try to teach you how to use it so that when we're not here
That's right.
and your tire's low, you can come. And anybody can do it, you know. I had a lady the other day that said, I can do this, but I can't get my caps off. Somebody had put the cap on so tight, I had to use a pair of pliers
Is that
to
right?
get them off. They were metal caps, and they had really screwed them down. So
They didn't want the air to get out of there.
that's
did they?
there for you 24/7, 365. We want to get you ready for that Christmas trip. We want you to be happy when you're on the road. We want you to get there and back without anything happening. And we can do that right here at Kent's Firestone.
You guys do a
We're
marvelous
just
job.
about your one-stop shop.
I would agree with that.
You know.
I would agree with that.
And you don't have an account, we can get you an account. One way or the other.
And you can always provide a little humor along through the course of the day. Honestly,
I might have a story to tell you.
you might have a story to tell.
I have a couple more, but we'll tell those off air. They're not dirty, but I just don't want to tell them on air.
Mr. Kent,
Thank
Merry
you, David.
Christmas to you, sir.
Merry Christmas to all of our customers, and
Happy
we
New
appreciate
Year.
you. And we'll see you on Facebook.
Sounds good. Mr. John Kent, Kent's Firestone in Batesville. Mr. Ted Hall from White River Area Agency on Aging. Good to see you, my
Good
friend.
to see you. Hey, great to be here today.
Santa Claus time.
Absolutely.
Holiday season. Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas to you.
Filming at the Eagle Mountain Assisted Living Facility, and what a beautiful scenario we have with Christmas trees behind us and ornaments.
Yeah,
and
this is a great place.
It
You know,
is,
this
isn't
has
it?
been here since 2006, David. And it is a great facility, and it's not because of me, but we make sure it stays this way,
Absolutely.
but make sure that it's in good working order and it looks good. And we have 46 rooms, and we stay full, waiting list most of the time. We actually have about 3 rooms open now. So if somebody wanted to call and make a visit, then they could call our office at 612-3000, and they could connect you up here. But anyway, it's a great place. We got some great folks here. And so we have a wide range of people that live here, and we're very proud to be a part of the Eagle Mountain Assisted Living. You know, Dave, this is a special time of year, and one of the things I want to start off with today is that it's those little things that make the difference,
Right.
and that's kind of the way we operate with the White River Area Agency on Aging. We talk about this all the time, is that outrageous service. That you can't beat that. And,
Right.
and this time of year, we ought to be thankful for those folks that do things for us every day. And I was looking at something yesterday, and it was talking about, you know, like the male people that come in our offices
Sure.
every day. You know,
Daily.
some of us go to a restaurant pretty regular. What about that person that takes care of us every day? Our firefighters, our
You bet.
policemen, our bank tellers, all
Right.
those little things. And it was talking about, you'd be surprised what a little note, don't have to buy a present, just a note said, hey, I appreciate you. So, you know, that's really kind of how we operate at White River Area Agency on Aging throughout all of our things that we do. You know, we have HUD housing, we have in-home services, where we're out there in those homes. We have 650 folks that are out in homes every day in our 10-county area that are giving baths, that are cooking, that are doing things for people.
It's a lot of people.
That makes a difference. And the significant thing about that, David, is that it allows their kids or whoever taking care of them, it allows them to go ahead and work and not have to worry about mom or dad as they're working, and then they're have somebody with them throughout the day. And we don't, you know, we're not there all day long, but there's a process in which you can find out about in-home services. That's, again, it's that 870-612-3000 number, and that'll get the process going. And David, we assign a case manager to everyone that calls us, and we come and visit the family and see what they actually, the needs are. And this is a very busy time for us as Thanksgiving and Christmas comes along, and the kids come home and they see something a little different about mom and dad, and they think, you know, they may need some help. And a lot of times they come and visit with us, and they may not do anything right now, but down the road they do contact us, whether it be the assisted living here, or whether in-home services, or whether it be our HUD housing. We have 188 HUD housing units throughout our 10-county area. And so again, it's the information that we can provide with them if they'll give us a call. And of course, you know, we have foster grandparent program. We have we actually have 13 foster grandparents in Newport School District. And so that's very important as they take care of kids, extra help, whether it be in the cafeteria or helping them read, or just assigned to a kid that needs some special love. So we have that program. We have ombudsman program where we're in our nursing homes and making sure that everybody's on agreement with what's going on, and if we need some help with there, we're able to do that. So White River Area Agency on Aging has been around for a long time, David.
It has been
over 40 years, and we're really proud to be a part of it. I've been a part of it about 5 years, so I'm really proud to do that. But health care, as you know, is all changing right now, and part of our job is to make sure that we work with our state legislators, also with our national leaders, to make sure that they understand how important seniors are. And we are the voice of seniors for this part of the state. And there's 7 other people that do what I do across the state, and we actively are working to make sure that seniors have a voice, whether it be in our senior centers, whether it be Meals on Wheels, or whatever it is our transportation, is that we make sure our legislators know what seniors need. And it's a continuous education about
changing.
It's changing, but we want to make sure if they're going to make changes, if they vote on something, they want to make sure they understand how the change. It could be good, and it could be devastating.
Absolutely.
So that's what we have to make sure. That's part of what I do every day. And so anyway, we have great people throughout our whole agency, and it's just good to be able to this time of the year to say we're thankful for them, but we're also thankful for all the communities that we represent. And we have offices in all of our 10 counties, and we're contributing to the county's treasurer and all those kind of things. But David, you know, that's really what's important, or that's my job, is that we throw those balls up in the air, that we've got to take sure that we have a business we have to operate, but yet we're taking care of people and taking care of needs, and we don't want to ever get
it's a fine balance.
And we're not about business. We're a nonprofit. That just tells you something. We have a board, but they're not getting paid a dime to do what they're doing. And but they want us to make sure that we are operating in a business model that would be good for everybody. And so anyway, we've covered a lot of stuff here today. We are grateful, and we have gratitude that we're able to be where we are, and the jobs that we have serving the people in our 10-county area, especially Independence and Jacksonville, your area.
Yes, sir. Well, you said a number before we get off here. You said a number that struck me, and I got to thinking about what you said right there. When you said 7 people across the state of Arkansas in your position that handle thousands upon thousands of people that are in charge, who are in charge of thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of more people.
Absolutely.
So congratulations to you. I know you do a wonderful job, and it's dear to you what you do and taking care of seniors. And you and I talk about it often off the air of how important it is to you.
It is.
And And you and I are both there. I mean,
Absolutely.
we're there. And
Yeah, and David, we both talked about this. We both had some health issues.
Absolutely,
and,
sure.
a few years ago, I thought, gee whiz, I don't feel so good.
Yes,
It's
sir.
not going back so good. So,
Yes, sir.
but I'm kind of back down, and I do some other projects. And to be honest with you, I was kind of tired of those back, but I've kind of got a resurgence of
Yes, sir.
what's important. And so anyway. This is just a part of what we do, and I mean, you do the same thing in serving people and getting the word out about all the different things that's going on throughout your counties that you serve.
Well, I know that people say we have a job, and I know you say you love to go because it's not work. It's just a passion for
part
you.
of what we do. That's
part
right.
of what we do, and
That's
I
right.
do the same. Mr. Ted Hall, Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you.
We thank Eagle
All right, thank
Mountain
you.
Assisted Living for letting us come in and
we
interview.
We even thank Ben. He's behind the camera. We can't like him too.
Absolutely. Ben Black, we appreciate what you do, my friend. Mr. Ted Hall, White River Area Agency on Aging. Unity Health, Harris Medical Center in Newport on McLean Street. LaDonna Johnston joins us, and we got to visit with LaDonna, it's been several years ago now, but first of all, welcome back to the program. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Tell me a little bit about you. Tell our audience a little bit about you, your family, where you live, and a little bit about work and how long you've been with Unity.
Okay. My name is LaDonna Johnston, and I serve Unity as the Vice President of Patient Care Services. That's my main function in Searcy. I'm here again at Harris in an interim role. I live in Bald Knob, Arkansas. My husband's the head football coach at the high school. Teaches biology and science, I think. We have 2 children. Our daughter is a nurse, and she lives in Bald Knob. She works for Unity and Home Health. Our son is about a junior in college, wants to be a school teacher, teach history, and coach like his dad.
There you go.
So we split it. I have roots here in Newport. My maiden name is Hutchison. So my grandfather was Plummer Hutchison, who was the brother of Porter Hutchison. Big farmers, Sonny, Virgil.
Absolutely.
My big claim to fame, though, is my mom worked for Mr. Thaxton across from the courthouse back in the day.
Really?
And my Aunt Audie, which was Uncle Porter and my grandpa's sister, my Aunt Audie was married to Edgar Henry, who was the janitor for the courthouse. So I tell everybody there was a time period, that's where my Aunt Audie would keep me while my mom worked across the street for Mr. Thaxton, and I ran the courthouse.
There you go. That's exactly right.
That's my claim to fame.
I like that, though, and I would bet you did. I would bet that you did.
So, and nobody understands that because they had an apartment. They
Right.
lived in the courthouse back then. So
Yeah.
anyway, it was a good time.
So a lot of bloodline here in Jackson County, Newport
Yes.
surrounding area, and then you obviously have a nursing background. Tell us a little bit about why that. Why did you always know you wanted to do that? Why nursing, and why'd you get into that?
So I wanted to be a veterinarian.
Okay.
And I think now it's the same. I would have had to gone out of state. I'm an only child. So my father gave me 3 options. I could go to Harding University.
Mm-hmm.
If I wanted my school paid for, I could go to Harding University.
Gotcha.
If I knew what was right for me, I could go to Harding University.
There you go.
So I went to Harding University.
That's right.
The big joke after that was then I decided in computers. I was going to be a computer programmer. And the funny about that, if anybody knows me, I struggle with any form of technology.
Okay.
If it was not for having a child, I could not work my cell phone. I can get my emails, I can do a little bit of cutting and pasting, and then that's it. Long story, I was in a Bible class at Harding, and one of my fellow classmates said, "Oh, you would love this. Why don't you take this one class?" And that is literally how I got into nursing. I have loved it. I tell anybody, especially males or females, but females, you just have so many options. You can work in a hospital, you can work in a clinic, you can work for a school, you can work 3 12-hour shifts, you can work Monday through Friday, you can do weekend option, wherever your family is. And that's what I did with my career. Wherever I was at with my family, I used my nursing opportunities in that avenue to facilitate being able to be home, be with my children when I needed to be with them. So I've always loved taking care of patients, loved being in health care. have a genuine love for Harris Medical Center because it is in Jackson County. When I was a little girl being here, even as I got older, my grandpa, what he would call it is trading. He's going to do his trading at Jacksonport.
Absolutely.
And so I love this community, and it's just a good place to serve. And being a nurse allows you to do that, and being in this role is allowing me to continue that.
So you've been associated with the company since 1987.
1987.
And when you talk about patient care, you got to be a people person, and there's no doubt you're a people person, which goes right along with what you do. And being an administrative role, you have to be a people person.
Yes.
You're doing that. We're looking at, and we even talk about, what we want to try to do is be as stable as we can possibly do and still provide all the services that we have. And you're here to right the ship for us as we speak to get us in the direction that we're going. And kind of what is the plan? What's going on here at Harris Medical?
Harris Medical is an outstanding community hospital.
Absolutely.
We're not going to do brain surgery. We're not going to do open heart transplants.
Right.
We want to be a good community-based hospital. So we have good basic medical services. We are working on our trauma designation to be a level 4 trauma. That is the lowest level, but for the service that we provide, that is a stamp of approval from the state.
Okay.
We can stabilize you. We can get you where you need to go.
Absolutely.
We've got that. We have basic med surg. We have a general surgeon. We have a podiatrist, so we can do basic surgeries, and then we have a good medical floor. You can't say anything in Jackson County or about Harris Hospital without saying we've got 2 of the best OB-GYN doctors in the state.
Absolutely.
Dr. Jackson is a legacy on his own. Then we've got Dr. Jones. We've added Dr. Aziz, who's our 3rd obstetrician, and so we still go to Pocahontas, so we definitely have OB services and female surgeries that we can offer. We've recently, and I know one of your last broadcasts was with Sinclair, we see in not just Arkansas, not just in White County, Jackson County, but across the nation, the need for psychiatric services. So we call that whole realm behavioral health. And so in Searcy, we have an adolescent unit, an adult unit, and a geropsych unit. And we've moved that to Newport in that we have adult unit and a geropsych. And then we're going to start focusing on our outpatient services that we're offering because that's a continuum. We have a service called New Vision, which is for, and you see this out there, but our alcohol and opiate abusers. And I think too many times we label them that's that poor derelict, on the side of the road.
Sure.
A lot of times alcohol and opiates are good people that maybe got down on their luck at some point in time. They deserve a service just like anyone else. We do a medical detox here. So you're in for about 3 days, we get you over that hump, and then we find you an outpatient service. That's been very successful in Searcy. We see probably about 20 patients a month, and we think we're going to see about 8 to 10 a month here.
Good deal.
So we're seeing that program go. We're steadily building our providers. We've gotten several new providers in Parker. We've got Dr. Clevenger, who's internal medicine. Then we've added Dr. Aziz, OB. We have our continuity clinic, which are the residents coming up here. Sometimes I think they get a bad name, they're baby doctors.
Sure.
They're learning.
Absolutely.
And so they're more thorough sometimes than your regular physician because they don't want to miss anything. So we think this is a good ground for them to cut their teeth. We've been able to recruit in the Unity system some of our residents, and so we're hoping by having that continuity clinic here in Newport that we can recruit some of those physicians to this area. So we've got a lot of different things going, but our bread and butter is basic community health, taking care of our community. And that's what we want to focus on.
Well, y'all have done that quite well for, this hospital has been here for many, many years. And, you talk about Dr. Jackson and what he did, and his dad, Dr. Jackson, who happened to deliver me many, many years ago as it was. But obviously there's been a Dr. Jackson around here for a long, long time delivering babies, and just a tremendous staff and a good, friendly, caring staff. Emergency room, I look at that because I've had several experiences in the emergency room that have been absolutely excellent. You get excellent care there. and it's what I always call, my hospital of choice.
Good.
Unity
Good.
Health, Harris Medical Center. And well, LaDonna, welcome back for a
Thank
period
you.
of time, and good luck in what you guys continue to do. You continue to
sir.
do well, and those things that you will continue to work on and make us a better place to be. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
LaDonna Johnston, she is with Unity Health at Harris Medical Center now as the, I guess we call it part-time, or we call it interim person in charge as
Yeah.
we speak. Thank you.
Thank you.
St. Michael's Place, Pecan Street, for the last several months, we've talked about the team. We've assembled a team, and I keep saying, where's the team? Y'all talk about the team, and sure, we have the team.
We do.
We have a big team.
We sure do.
This is an assembly of some of the finest, and this is what makes St. Michael's Place what it is.
Yes, sir.
Jay Cox, tell us about what all we've got here. You're talking about the team.
We
We got the A-team.
have finally got the team. For the last 2 years, we've been interviewing, talking about building the team that we need and the leadership that we need. And one of the things is that you got to have a heart to work here. Long-term care gets in your blood. We've said that, and that we like to handpick the employees that we have, and we want to make sure that this is something that you want to do. And just a few nights ago, we had a resident that wanted to, that just didn't want to be alone, and one of our management team here stayed all night and held hands with a resident that crossed over into eternity. And it takes special people like that. And sitting here with me is the leadership team at St. Michael's, and I believe any person sitting here on this team would have taken that role and that responsibility, and I'm proud to work with these guys. I've watched each one of them work hard, work overtime if necessary, and this is a great group, and I can finally say that we've got the team we want. We're fully staffed. We've even in the last few days had to stop taking applications. Even on our lower staff, we've had to stop taking applications because we've been fully staffed even in the other departments. Now, I can't say that's the case now because that's not my job. But,
Right.
But people are coming in. They want to work here. This is a good environment, and man, I'm excited about what's going on.
Well, you talk about management team, and without getting into the different types of, we're not going to name everybody that's here, but we certainly thank everybody for joining and being a part of the little broadcast here. But under the management team, there are other people that work under these people. So we've got a lot bigger team than just the management team. Talk a
Yes.
little bit about that.
Yes, and of course the different departments here. Of course, nursing, and we've introduced Haley, and she has also an ADON, and of course all the nursing staff and CNAs that fall under that. We have business office manager and human resources. We have, of course, Gerald joined the team, and he's our new administrator. We have supervisor over housekeeping now. And of course, long time Sean Gates, our maintenance guy back there, and we have MDS position, and of course we hadn't introduced her yet. We'll have a one-on-one with her a little bit later, so we'll wait. We have new dietary manager, and so we have some special interviews one-on-one that we hadn't done yet. So we're going to hold off on the one-on-ones yet, but we have added quite a few that I'm going to save those special interviews for later. But they're all here, and we have an awesome staff.
Gerald, there's no doubt that you take this job and you had to have a plan. Plan coming together. Talk a little bit about the plan. Yeah.
Absolutely. We didn't have a DON. We didn't have a RN supervisor. We just lost our head of housekeeping. Got all those in. Matter of fact, our head of housekeeping, which will be another one-on-one, has been an awesome hire. This
There you
place
go.
is, like I've said before, it's just clean as it can be, and just seems like it's taken a little while,
Yeah.
but we've got all the pieces of the puzzle together now.
Well, I think anytime that you're in any type of business, and especially in, you talk about healthcare and rehabilitation, you're going to have some turnover. I mean, you have turnover, and it's very seldom that you get what y'all consider or what anybody considers a perfect team. But both of you have told me that. You say y'all have the perfect team here, Jay. It's a perfect team.
This is it, and long-term care is something that that a lot of people try to avoid. We deal with everything from short-term rehab to long-term care, dementia, Alzheimer's. We have a secure unit. Matter of fact, we're the only facility in Jackson County that has a secure unit. And so when you're dealing with dementia, Alzheimer's, you'll have to drive, if you live in Jackson County, you're going to have to drive, quite a few miles to find another facility that has a secure unit. So that puts us above, any other facility in the area. And so that's why, and to be honest with you, Alzheimer's, dementia, it's hitting people at a younger age. And it's one of those diseases that's still kind of a mystery to people, and why people get it and why they're getting, people are getting sicker at a young age. But here's the thing, and I want the listeners to listen to me. Those decisions are hard to make, and not only from a nursing standpoint, but from a business standpoint. We're also here to help you transition with the financial side. We have professionals here that we can walk you through step by step applying for Medicaid, helping you with what your insurance will cover, what it won't cover. And when it's tough to make those decisions, we deal with that all the time, and we can help you know what's best. And even when it's beyond our scope, we are connected with professionals that can help make those decisions, and we're ready. I have very much confidence in the staff that we work with, and don't wait until grandmother or grandpa gets that diagnosis. Don't wait, until those problems creep up on you. If you start seeing those signs and your doctor's talking to you, and mom is starting to have trouble, starting to have memory loss, come out and talk to us now. Maybe there's some preparations that need to be made up front, especially on the financial side. Maybe there's some property and some finances, some insurance, some life insurance. Maybe there's some things that need to be dealt with on the front end, so that when that time comes for long-term care, because let's be honest, David, there's no guarantee that any of us could make that promise to mom or dad that you can take care of them at home.
Sure.
You don't
know.
We can't make that promise,
Right.
and that's why we're here. We want to take care of the physical, the nursing side, the financial side, so that you can focus on the quality time. And so when you start seeing those signs, come see us early. It doesn't have to be a subject that you try to avoid. We'll make it easy. We'll make those conversations easy so that when that time comes, we can just welcome you in with open arms, make it easy, and it doesn't have to be a subject that everybody tries to avoid.
Well, I do know this. As I looked around the group, I see a lot of familiar faces. I see a lot of years of experience in this type of business, and there's no doubt, Gerald, that you guys have assembled an awesome team. Team St. Michael's, and you folks will continue to do what you have done, and even at a better rate than what we have in the past, simply because we're improving every day. If you need our services, you can certainly come and take a tour of the facility, and we invite you to do so.
Right.
But congratulations to both of you.
Thank
Team
you.
St. Michael's, Pecan Street in Newport.
Come see us.
Customized Vision Care, the Village Mall in Newport. We certainly would like to ask all of you folks out there in television land, if you don't have an eye doctor.
What's the air quotes?
I've got an eye doctor.
What's up with the air quotes? Eye doctor.
Eye doctor.
We are professionals.
I like the air quotes.
Air quotes.
I've never
That's
heard
what
it called that.
You've never heard that?
No.
Where have you been hiding over the
I don't see real well until I come in here, and then after you get me seeing real well,
Then you see everybody air quoting.
air quoting.
What you
Air
do?
quote. I've
You know
never
how you
heard that.
annoy other people when they're talking? You give air quotes to their conversation.
Yes.
No, as they're talking, you give them air quotes.
Oh, they're doing it. Say that again. I'm going to give you some
Now,
air
I know you what you're going to do. I wasn't born last night.
last night. I promise we are the most professional. No, we're not.
Well,
are we?
We can be.
Yeah.
We can be.
When
But
your patients are in here, and we don't have any patients in here for the time being because it's lunchtime and we're kind of caught up and we're being real silly.
I ain't caught up. Anyway, I appreciate you,
I know.
you thinking that highly of me.
Y'all not caught up.
I'm not. I should have not have. Like a kid with a new toy. You're just going to wear it out now.
I had a couple of things of interest that I wanted to share with our fine viewers, and I forgot what they all were. No, I didn't. I want to talk about, first of all, it's that time of year where most of us have met our deductible. And
Yes.
if you've been kind of waiting and you say, well, you know, if I ever meet my deductible, I'll take care of my eyes. We wait for that last. No,
Well,
take care of our toe, take care of our ears.
Here's the thing. What's this more common sad reality is most people don't even realize that they can utilize their medical benefits for their eyes.
Right.
Now, granted, there's a lot of health insurances that are not going to cover what's called the refractive portion of the exam. What that means is that for me to measure your vision, to get you into a pair of glasses, that is a refractive portion that's part of an exam, and it's often not covered by your medical insurance.
Okay.
But there are some medical insurances that absolutely do cover that, and a lot of people just are not aware of it whatsoever. But it's realistically, it's not an exorbitant cost above and beyond what your exams are. But I have so many patients who come in with eye problems, with eye infections, or getting something in their eye, and they're like, I went to my PCP, or I went to the emergency room, and they told me to use this, but they told me to follow up with my eye doctor. They had no clue that you can utilize your medical benefits for problems with your eye. And there are often a lot of cases that people think they need glasses. They think it's a vision problem, and it actually is not. It's a medical issue. But if you have medical insurance, if you've met your even if you have not met your deductible,
Right, it's still covered.
if you're making health choices based upon what your deductibles are, you're probably going to lose that game in the long run.
You're probably
anyway.
going to lose. I agree.
But especially if you've met your deductible on your medical insurance, come by, call, and we can see if there's something we can do as far as checking over your eye health and even your vision through your benefits. Just make life a little bit easier on you that way.
Well, we encourage folks to do so, and then we also want to talk a little bit about, credit.
Yes, Care Credit.
Care Credit. Tell us a little bit about Care Credit and what that is.
Care Credit's one of many different programs. It's a health spending account, if you will. Well, I'm sorry. More accurately, it would be called a health credit card. You apply for it. It acts like any other credit card normally would, but in this case, it can only be used for medical purposes. And what that means is that you've got, if you got to have dental work done, you can do that. To buy glasses, you can use Care Credit. To have an operation, you can use Care Credit. You can use that on anything that you would normally use any type of health or vision or dental benefits on.
Well, it's certainly good to know that if you need some professional services, that you if you don't have that, X dollars, that you can put it on credit, pay it out over a period of time.
And the great,
take care of your issues.
like the example we were talking about a while ago, let's say, for example, someone has only Medicare.
Right.
Medicare, I can tell you with great certainty, does not cover for the vision measurement portion of the exam. So you can apply for Care Credit and get an account and use that for the refractive portion, and then use that to buy your glasses.
Right.
And there's no interest on that for, I'm certain it's at least 12 months. It may be 18, actually, depending on the plan that you're approved for. So you can pay that off over a year's time.
Yeah, no excuse. If money is an issue, there's no excuse because we can spread that out over that time.
Right. We are a rural community.
Sure.
So we are going to be in a position where there are many people who need help in that respect. And so we do not try to we actually try to find every way we can to help out patients in every facet, whether the high tier, low tier, middle class. So it's really, Care Credit's one of those tools that we just try to implement.
Another thing I wanted to visit about today is it's getting close to Christmas time. We're filming for the November show, but sometimes we think about, I got to get somebody a gift, and it's difficult to get somebody a gift. I don't really know what they would want. And How about sunglasses?
Sunglasses are a fantastic thing because it's original, it's different, they won't break the bank. You're appealing to people's narcissism in a lot of ways. You know, everybody thinks they look good and nice, and when you throw a pair of sunglasses on, I want to look cool or I want to look stylish. Most women are trying to get other women jealous, and we can make that happen. But no, sunglasses are a great option.
How did you know?
I've been married for a long time.
I got you. But sunglasses are a great idea for a Christmas present.
I think let's put it this way. What other gifts are you going to give somebody other than like the John Travolta Bubble Boy costume? That's going to be a gift as well as protecting them in some way.
That's right.
Because sunglasses, you're protecting your eyes. You need sunglasses through the winter. They're not just a beach item. You don't need those just on the lake. You need those. The sun happens to come up through the winter too. So
you talk a lot about sunglasses and the vision, and talk about health care of sunglasses, and talk a little bit about that, because even in the wintertime, the sun rays are still coming down.
Yeah, and what's sad is people get complacent about it because it's not as sunny as long through the day, and maybe it's not directly in my face on my drive home, so it's not so bad because we've shifted some or whatnot. But still, UV radiation, even on a cloudy day, is coming through. And UV is what causes early cataracts. UV damage causes macular degeneration. And realistically, there's a lot of bad things that come from UV exposure.
I agree.
Skin cancer around the eyes, stuff like that. So yeah, it's important to protect your eyes all the time, not just some of the time.
Before we get out here, we've got to make mention of our greyhound, our painted greyhound. Hounds are playing in the state playoffs this week as we speak, and again, we're filming the first week in November, but you're no doubt your office, big supporters of the Greyhounds.
Yes,
want the Hounds to do well in the playoffs.
Oh gosh, yeah. Now here's the thing. I'm going to touch on something in this. We were not planning on talking about this, but I'm going to talk about it now. I'm originally from Corning.
That's correct.
That's my hometown. And when I saw recently on Facebook, you had a little bit of a lighting issue.
Well, yeah, we did have a little light issue, and we got it straightened out. As a matter of fact, I removed the post a day after. And here's the reason. It got to where there was people, bad-mouthing other folks, and I thought I did not put that post on there to bad-mouth and to get a war going on between what's good and the bad. But anyway, when you're up in the bleachers and it's been raining and it's raining all night, and we've got this big tent out, and we're not in the press box, we're in the bleachers. We're in the bleachers, and this tent we have over, it's kind of like they knew we were there.
Right. Oh, yeah.
It wasn't like our tent had already been disassembled, but in the middle of one of our broadcasts that we did put on Facebook, the lights went out.
Yeah.
The lights went out in Georgia, and the lights went out in Corning that night. They did.
Well, I would say this, being from Corning, is very prideful about their football, even in spite of the fact of not being good. Since I left,
storied program.
Realistically, since I left, it just really went downhill. But
the lights
should have stayed on. And I on behalf of all people from Corning, I apologize for that.
I had forgotten about that, but I should have told those people. I said, look, I know Dr. Gavin McDowell. They'd have flipped those lights.
They would have, because I know realistically, I've allowed them to dim the lights at night on my statue right as you come into town.
I've noticed that.
I'm really trying to help with the city budget. But anyway, but they would have flipped those things back on, probably pulled everybody's car's headlights straight on you to help too.
But here's what you said, the key there. They dim the lights on your statue. They don't turn them off.
Oh, no.
They don't turn them off, do they?
I just feel uneasy about being, I'm afraid of the dark, really, so I figure my statue needs to be lit.
Had we not had one little bitty old stick flashlight, I promise you it'd have been the next morning before we could have got, because we have 6 bags worth of equipment, and I don't haul that stuff. I have people that haul that stuff that set it up and tear it down for us. And
well, you know what? Maybe I've got a second thought about this. Maybe it was one of those cases where, the season of getting close to Halloween when the game was played, and maybe they wanted y'all to have the whole spooky flashlight look going on. Maybe they're just helping the content of your show.
Well, I think when everybody left out of the press box and they said, good luck to us, I didn't know exactly what that meant. Dr. Gavin McDowell, Customized Vision Care. If you need sunglasses, if you need something done for your eyes, to your eyes, around your eyes, about your eyes, you're the man.
I think I am.
Newport, Arkansas, the Village Mall. Customized Vision Care, come see us. This is Tammy Gallant. She missed last month. Brandon Carter stepped in, and boy, what a job he did. He was wonderful on TV. And,
He did a great job.
Didn't he, though?
He did.
And excited. He's here this morning. I showed him the video. And
Yeah.
he told me, he said, I think I was looking pretty good in that video.
He did, didn't he?
He didn't really tell me that, but he was, I
That
guarantee
didn't
you.
surprise me.
Tammy, it's holiday season. We're past the Thanksgiving holiday, and it's Christmas season. And you guys at Dairy Queen have got a big, it's a heartwarming deal when you're giving back, and this is one of those situations where you guys are giving back. Tell us a little bit about the toy drive.
We're doing a toy drive for the Children's Hospital. You can come by, drop a toy off, and then right before Christmas, we take them down there, and all those toys go to those kids that are in the hospital.
Man, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And you did tell me, it's a huge promotion for you guys just because that's what you want to do. That's what
Yes.
you want to do. And they don't, if you don't want to go buy a toy, and if you don't want to take the time to go buy a toy, if you want to bring just the money here,
Yes.
and you can donate money, and what do you do with the money?
I'll go to Walmart or somewhere and buy toys and bring it back and put it in the box.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So no doubt it's that time of year of giving, Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday, and folks that are less fortunate than we are, and we want to thank them. And I know that you've had a great year at the Dairy Queen, and you want to thank all your clients and customers that come in on a
Exactly.
daily basis.
Exactly.
Talk a little bit about the experience since you've been here. How's it going? And I know it's going pretty well, but just talk a little bit about it. How is it going?
It's going good. I
Good.
can't complain. I enjoy it. I love the people that come in, and I try to visit with everybody that comes in and try to get to those customers that come back on a regular basis, get to know them, and make them feel like they're welcomed and home.
You have a lot of return customers
I do.
and repeat customers.
I sure do.
You have a lot of customers from Newport, Arkansas.
I do. I have a lot from Newport, Arkansas.
And people drive from Newport, Arkansas. A lot of times they may have business here, but I know of people that just drive to Batesville to eat at the Dairy Queen, myself being one of them.
And we've got a lot of people from Searcy in the Bald Knob area.
Is
as
that
well.
right? Yeah. Isn't that amazing? Just, I guess when you provide quality service and great food for many, many years, people come back, and you guys continue to do that. You know, something that you talk about Christmas time, and it just kind of hit my brain there. If you're kind of stuck on what to do, gift certificate maybe?
We got gift cards.
Gift card.
Uh-huh.
Get a gift card.
Yeah.
Certain amounts, or just whatever.
Whatever amount they want to put on it.
Wow. Now that would be a good gift card.
It would be a great
Can
gift.
you imagine sitting at home and you open up a present? I don't care if you're 16 or if you're 8 years old. No, I bet an 8-year-old could use one too.
Exactly.
Give me one of those brown derbies. Give me one of those brown derbies. Dip Coke. Still, chicken is that's our staple.
Yep.
That's our staple. Talk a little bit about the chicken basket.
Well, we got a chicken basket on the $5 lunch.
Right.
We
Yeah.
got 3 strips, fries, and a drink, and a sundae. And now we're doing a Hungry Up deal, and it's $4, $5, and $6. It's a single cheeseburger, fries, and a mini blizzard for
Okay.
the $4 one, and then for the $5, it's a double fries and a mini blizzard. And then we have for the $6, it's a triple fries.
You have a triple on the menu now.
And you can still get a triple even if we're not running this.
I've always gotten a triple.
Exactly.
Give me one of those double cheeseburgers and just add one patty
Add
to
one
that place.
patty. That's exactly
For
right.
years. Absolutely. Absolutely. And still a happy hour in the afternoon. It extends more than an hour. Talk a little bit about that.
Happy hours from 2 to 5 every day except for Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. 5 days a week.
Yep, 5 days a week.
And what are we doing during that time?
Well, we have a large drink for $1. We've
Okay.
got our small frappes and
Right.
our shakes for $1.
Wow, for $1.
And then our pretzel sticks are for $2.
Really? y'all got it going on in the afternoons, don't you?
Yes, we do.
That's why people come by.
Yeah.
And we're not ever too crowded to serve you.
Exactly.
And I love being able to order, sit down, and y'all bring it to us, which was, changed several years ago. And I think it's a big plus for Dairy Queen.
It is.
And I keep looking over these cakes over here. I guess if somebody had a birthday during this month, they could get one of those cakes, could they not?
They could.
Those things are pretty good, aren't they?
Got Christmas cakes and
Yeah, people buy Christmas cakes,
They
don't they?
do.
Yeah, a lot of people buy Christmas. Get your order in early. We
Yep.
need, just make sure that we've got enough stock and
plenty
you're
of
gonna-
time to make it.
Absolutely, you're gonna take care of folks. Well, Merry Christmas to you.
Well, Merry Christmas to you.
It's been a great year at Dairy Queen, and we look forward to continuing talking about the Dairy Queen throughout the year of 2019. Hope you have a happy New Year.
You too.
I'll see you somewhere in between after Christmas and before New Year to do the January program.
Okay, that sounds
happy
good.
New Year to you also, though.
Happy New Year to you.
Tammy Gallen at the Dairy Queen, and don't forget about the toys. Tell us about the toys once again.
You can bring a new toy, drop it off, or you can just bring money by and drop it off, and I'll take the money that we collect and go buy toys and put it in our box for the Children's Hospital, and then I take it down there right before Christmas.
That's tremendous that the Dairy Queen's involved in that. Thanks, Tammy.
Well, thank you.
Tammy Gallen at the Dairy Queen, the Grill and Chill in Batesville.